Who's ready for an adventure following the hero to defeat the Demon Lord? Well, not me this time. Today, folks, I'm your Noob, and I'm going to be talking to you about a manga that has nothing to do with the hero, with the Demon Lord, with fighting to save the world. No. I found a manga that I quite enjoy that is basically a slice-of-life fantasy. There's no isekai. There's a little bit of magic, but our main character doesn't use it. And it's just wholesome, chilling about, doing what he does best. Before I give you this title, let me warn you, this is a very long title. I'm pretty sure there's a light novel to it, and that's why this is so long, but bear with me. The title of this manga is called I Was Kicked Out of the Hero's Party Because I Wasn't a True Companion, so I decided to have a slow life at the frontier. Jesus, Lord Japan. Could you shorten the titles just a tad bit? Alright, now as I said, this story is not about the hero. In fact, your main character is actually the brother of set hero in this world. Our main protagonist is a gentleman who, when you first meet him, his name is Gideon. As Gideon, he traveled with his sister who became the hero. Now, his sister, him, a mage, and several other adventurers, they were tasked to go out to go defeat the Demon Lord, yada yada yada. But the mage, his name is Alex or Aaron or something with an A. I personally call him an asshole. Why do I do that? It's because he is one of those nobles that really are dicks. Basically, he is a descendant of a very thin bloodline related to royalty, so he has decided that his best way to improve his standings is to hook up with the hero. Now, the way he decides to do that is he knows that the hero is really attached to her brother. So he decides that since Gideon is not someone who's uber powered, he tells him straight out, hey, you gotta quit. You are not a true fighter. You are weaker than all of us, and you do not fight on the front lines like we do. He convinces Gideon to quit. See, the thing about Gideon is, yes, he wasn't overpowered. He was not as strong as his sister, but he was very unique of a character, one of those jack of all trades. Basically, while the heroes were fighting, he led the second division of people that were always with them. Or he would, strategize with local towns. He would collect supplies. He would do mapping. He was the all-around jack of trades. Now, his hero sister, named Ruti, she is very devoid of emotions, basically. But she is a killer when it comes on the battlefield. I mean, she will destroy monsters. But when it comes to her brother Gideon, she is almost to the point of having a brother complex. Now, as I said, this story doesn't really have to deal with the hero's part at all. So this is the after effects, because after Alex, or Alan, or Asshole, told him and made him quit, several months later, Gideon goes by the name of Red, hides his identity, and decides to live out on the frontier. Now, all he wants to do is be a D-rank adventurer and have a medical shop, which he does eventually. He makes friends with a lot of people in town. He gets in arguments with the one B-rank adventurer there. But all in all, he does good, and eventually he gets his own shop. Now, of course, this really couldn't be as simple as that. No. See, the thing about Red is he had many companions, and one of them tracks him down. Your second main character in this story is a girl by the name of Lit. She is a B-rank adventurer, a very high B-rank adventurer, who used to work with the hero's party, and secretly, or kind of not secretly, she is the princess of a neighboring country. Now, the thing about her is she actually fell in love with Gideon. So when he was removed from the party and she heard about that, she decided, okay, I'm going to go find this boy and I want to go be with him. And that's literally what she does. She shows up, they chit-chat, and she looks at him and goes straight out, I want to quit being an adventurer, I want to work for your store. This is basically the whole premise of the manga. It is basically Red and Lit running their store. And it's not big adventures. They don't really do anything. I mean, here's some of the things that they have to deal with. There was trying to get new drugs that Red created into the field. Someone introduced some fake stuff, so no one was really buying it. So they figure out ways to make pastries so people will be able to eat them better. Something happened with some adventures where they kind of went crazy and Red would help them out. There was a scene where the old sweat house shop was going to go close down. Red and Lit decided to help out to improve it. And all in all, it's just these little stories of simple things, simple non-adventuring stories that make up this manga. And it's just very good. It's a simple read. If you need a break from adventuring, this is really it. Now, yes, like most mangas, there is some underlying things that do go on. The Heroes Party, they are really, really not doing well. Ever since Gideon left, things have not been going well. That asshole, he was supposed to take over because he's a noble and he can do it all, but he treats people like shit, so local people aren't helping out. He doesn't strategize well, to the point where several of the other adventurers have left the party, and some of them are actually trying to find Gideon. And there's this other sub-story where, you know, Lit, like I said, she's a B-rank, very high-ranked adventurer. When she quits, I mean, there's the whole guild that's trying to get her back. There's the Thieves Guild that's trying to get her to go away because they can't be stealing stuff if a high-ranked celebrity adventurer is there. And in the latest one, there seems to be something going on where people are getting corrupted to where they're almost acting like very violent berserkers. And I don't know where this is going to go because they haven't gotten that far, but it looks like Gideon and Lit, or I'm sorry, Red and Lit, I'm sorry, I call them both names because I'm so used to it. They may or may not get mixed in it. It's not really sure. This is one of those kind of mangas where it's not about the adventure. It's not about the Demon Lord. It's just about a man and a woman living together, working together, and having a peaceful life. And now the one thing I do like about this is our main boy is not the dense protagonist. He knows that Lit likes him. Now at first he does kind of just play it off because she's now working for him, but she is very persistent and they do eventually start dating. So it's not one of those will he, will she, no. She basically, you know, does all the subtle things. You know, buys honey wine, which is something that, you know, anniversary married couples will do, is something that she does. Going fishing and she'll wear swimsuit only for him. And they even kiss. So, you know, I kind of like that because it's not, there's no love triangle, there's no will he, won't he. It's, you know, they're a couple in this. Now, the reason why I've decided to talk about this manga is because it has been announced that this will be getting an anime in the near future. Now, as of right now, I have not found a studio or a release date for this anime. But if it is going to be done, as the manga is, it's just going to be one of those simple, relax, watch, and enjoy the story kind of animes. You don't have to worry about keeping up with who's killing who, who's attacking what. No, it's just boy, girl, and the shop that they live in. Well, folks, that's my manga recommendation for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I wanted to bring something not isekai and not a against the Demon Lord kind of story, and I thought this would work out pretty well. What do you think? Do you like this type of story? Would you prefer to have more stories like this, or would you rather have more of the adventure against the Demon Lord stories? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, folks, I'm the Noob. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch y'all later. See ya!